Hey, sorry, I have a little bit of stomachache because I ate a lot. Anyway, well, if you're watching this and it's today, well, guess what? If you don't look down at the date, this is it. This is the last day of 2021. Tomorrow is January the 1st, 2022. And I can't believe it. This channel is gonna be almost 3 years old. Like, oh my god! Wait, when did I start this channel? Like, wait, July 20. I think it was 2019. Yeah, it was 2019. Wow, this channel is almost a fifth of my life. Wow, I can't believe it. I've spent this long on this channel. So, yeah, you know, it appears that this year is coming to a close. It's gonna go away soon. People, you know, say what you will about 2021, but I think it wasn't like the best year, but it was better than last year. Let's all collectively agree. We had struggles this year, but at least this year we have a vaccine for COVID and all that. The only thing I hate about this year is the frickin' president. I know I don't get I know I might get a little bit political, and that's not the aim of this channel. Sorry, I'm hiccuping, but like, I can't take it. I don't lean towards any side, like Democrat or Republican, but can we also collectively agree we've had better presidents than Biden? We've almost gotten a tax for $200 per semi-automatic gun. The taxes are being raised. I saw a freaking Nerf Apollo, Chronos models being sold for $40. 40. This gun that I'm holding in my hand right here, where is it? Is a $25 Nerf gun, and it was... Oh, God. This is a modded. I know you might be, the person at my school, you might know me. I'm not trying to, like, copycat you, but I took the hinge off. It's gone. And I took the takedown I used to own. I took the spring off, and I put it in here. This thing was a pain in the mod. My dad was messing with it, and part of it exploded, but he epoxied something, and apparently epoxy is stupidly strong. So yeah, that gun was double the price, but I still paid like $25, I think. Anyway, I know I might be getting off topic, but here's what I was thinking. I see how you can take this gun. Like, okay, you probably see this gun on my channel a lot. I love this. This is a $10 to $20 Nerf gun right here, and it's awesome. There's barely any stickers on it, and that's good because it reduces on cost. It looks great. It's comfortable. There's no sharp edges to the blaster. Rubbing it, and I'm barely getting hurt at all. Love it. It's comfortable. It's light. You can one hand use it. It's got 12 round internal mag capacity. The con is it's kind of harder to reload, but the pro is you don't have to buy extra magazines. And, you know, and it curves. You could get people around corners, but I just realized something. Let's say I'm pointing at somebody, right? And they're running to my right. If I have this on my right, so when they're running, this is me, like, you know, this is me pointing. So if I have it curved to the right, if it shoots and they're running, there's a big chance that it could actually intercept them. If that, you know, me right here, I shoot a dart and the guy's running, and if it curves, it does this, and it hits him. I'm gonna try that in my Nerf club. If that's actually true, and if it works, this gun could actually be like, my God, because you shoot. The thing is that Nerf guns, you have to shoot ahead of whoever. You gotta shoot ahead of your target. So if I'm aiming at you, I have to aim up And if you're running to my right, I have to aim like this. Remember, I point this way, I have to do that. But however, if all I have to do is like what? This, then it goes upwards and it spirals and it doinks the guy. If what I just said actually works, this could actually be a really OP blaster. And you can buy it for $10, which is even way more better. Okay, so what was I saying? Sorry, my dog is freaking out. Okay, I was gonna stream earlier today, but I was playing with my cousin. I'm sorry about not streaming. My PlayStation experienced this rare glitch that like everything gets freaking yeeted off my PlayStation. Like all the games look like it's been like purged or something. Like it looks like it's new PS4, and it says the database is corrupted. But then you actually install the game and you go find your files back, and that delayed me by like, I don't know, 30 minutes. So thanks PS4, real funny. Just, you know, do that again. I'm so close to wanting to buy a PS5. I don't want to be I don't want a PS5. I'm not trying to be spoiled, but I want PS5 because this thing is what? When did I get this? 2016, and it's 2022 almost actually. Well, it's easy to remember because I got this for for Christmas. Like, I know it was before 2016 or 17 because dead 100% before 2018 because in 2018 I was playing Fortnite, 17 I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and 17 I was also playing Fallout 4. But anyway, yeah, I was delayed and I was playing with my cousin, but I was trying to get back on this. In fact, a year ago, actually, remember what we did a year ago? We actually placed the command block, and that block will now be 1 year old by when the New Year's drops. If you don't know, that is, I'm sorry if I'm, like, I seem like one of those kids that, like, says, oh my god, look at this. Like, that block, if I'm not wrong, well, that's what, I timed it at the very close. It may not be the, like, very, very last block placed in my time zone, but it's probably one of the last thousands of blocks. I'm not going to claim it as the last block. I'm going to claim it as one of the last blocks placed of the century, not century, but the decade. Things I wish to come out of 2022 is I hope Luca gets a sequel. I hope Horizon Forbidden West is great. I hope our presidential, I don't know if it's gonna get better, but I just hope it gets better. I mean, I don't know a lot about gas prices, but I don't think they should be at $3 a gallon. This is actually the 1 year I've actually wanted to buy diesel over gasoline. Freaking diesel. Diesel's supposed to cost like twice the price, if I'm not wrong. And diesel costs you around like $2-3 a gallon. And guess what? Gasoline costs as much as diesel. Embarrassing. And another thing I know I might be I'm not trying to be the new try-hard Keemstar here. So apparently there's a thing with Alexa where you ask it to do a challenge, and it's called the... I just want to freaking end myself. Not legitimate. That's a joke. Not joking about suicide. Like, I just want to freaking end it on how stupid it is. Remember, joke. What makes me like, well, should I say better words is go over the freaking edge. There is a challenge on Amazon and TikTok. Well, Amazon's not. So, the kids will ask your Amazons, like, Alexa, give me a challenge. And she'll literally say, a challenge is to stick a goddamn penny in an electrical socket. What the hell? Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. Name how many controversies this year you've heard from Instagram, for Facebook. Well, Facebook's getting a lot, whatever. I'm not defending Facebook. It's garbage. It's garbage. I've only heard bad things about TikTok. It's literally degrading to our society. I don't know how I have to say this over and over. It is destroying society. Not physically, but mentally. There are studies that have been shown to bring your attention span down to a goldfish. A goldfish. You know how we all laugh at the back saying, haha, imagine if you were dumb as a goldfish? Your attention spans are being reduced. I won't cover everything. I'm not a neuroscientist or whatever. I don't do neural research. But there are videos that cover this. And I'm not trying to be like the Facebook conspiracy mom here, like where I say bleach cures cancer. Here's the thing. Is that TikTok videos are short videos, which are okay. But when you start watching videos, you become impatient. If you watch a 15-minute video, you're not going to want to watch it because you're so used to getting short, bite-sized content. This is not for everybody. But it could probably affect me if I were to do it because I'm a very impatient individual. That's why I don't use it. And plus, I don't want my head being freaking melted. Also, I hate to say it to you, but did you know that China, companies in China are legally required to give the government their info? There's no, oh, no, there's no but, no. You have to do it. It's their government. Chinese people are not the problem. Their government is the problem. Anyway, that's just my thing. I might explain more on that. If you want to find videos about how TikTok is dangerous, please, like, look it up. I'm not going to elaborate too much on it. Oh, because you know it's a good website. No, it's because I'm not I can't say, oh, this is good for you. I'm not a medical person. I'm not a medical expert. I'm garbage at medical stuff. I know basic, like, neuroscience and stuff. Basic. Like, oh, if something affects something, like, you know, you get it. You get it. Now, here's the thing. If you took all the data, like, what's it called? Like, Facebook. I hate it. Would I ban it? No. You wanna know why? Because I follow the First Amendment. The thing is that like, would I ban people for literally dancing on TikTok? No, because that's a First Amendment. They have the right to create their own arts. However, it is dangerous when it starts to have school, like, we saw the National Shoot Up Your School Day. We saw freaking, like, the Benadryl Challenge. We've seen people literally threatening to lick ice cream. Freaking ice cream. A wake up call? Wake up? And it pulls data. I bet, like, deadass, every freaking app, or almost every app, pulls data. But not as much as TikTok. It gets your IP. It gets your freaking camera. It hijacks everything. Once you download, like, that's like, imagine like a cell being, like a cell phone being a cell, right? That's like a virus, right? When you click download, you're letting that virus into your door. And guess what? That virus, not relating to TikTok as a virus, even though it is a virus, basically. Once it's in your phone, and you don't delete it, it can do whatever it wants. It will scan your photos. It will do everything. It is... God, and it's number one... It's the number one freaking thing in the world. Number one website. It's actually scary. I have heard rumors of basically, like, schools in China starting to get more, like, militarizing children. Like, teaching them to just be die-hard China leaders. And the sad thing is that they're being manipulated. So that's it. So, okay, so let's steer off of that subject, because I don't want to, like, go on a rant. How to... let's watch more of these wiki-how things. Let's do... Okay, so, how to take down a base in Nerf. I've never... Okay, so again, I will say I'm not the Nerf expert. I'm an enthusiast. Like, I don't claim that I'm the best at Nerf. However, I do say that I have a lot of knowledge. There are people smarter than me. Coop, Welcome, Beret, or Barrett, however you say his name, who I'm watching right now. He's probably got more smarts on Nerf guns. But I'm no smarter than him, but smarter than a few parts of the community. Oh, sorry. You know, that's a bad way to put it. You kind of get it. Like, it's hard for me to put the things in the words, but you get it. You get it, you know. I have knowledge on my hobby, you know. I have knowledge on video games. I have knowledge on Nerf guns. So how to take down a base in Nerf. I barely do Nerf events. The reason is that my house. I'm not the one that goes outside my house a lot, and I don't know any areas in my area to go nerfing. So that's when I found out the Nerf club at my school was happening, I joined because that's like the only spot of Nerf. That's like the only area where I found that I could go nerfing. I've never actually had the concept of a base. I think you could probably like put cardboard, but let's see. I've never heard of a Nerf base.
Welcome back to another educational video of WikiHow. Today's video is how to take down a base in Nerf. These are 3 methods on how to take down a Nerf base. Remember.
Okay, so the first thing. Okay, let's assume that's a cardboard fort or something, you know. Now, we gotta note that some kids don't like their cardboard forts to be destroyed, so that's what a rule we need to make is, right? Does this kid want me to destroy his fort, or is it just destroy all, do all? That's, like, yeah, that's basically the very best tip I recommend, is that if you want to have a system, you gotta have rules. For example, my club has the basic Nerf rule. It's literally across almost every Nerf club. Hold on. Oh, sorry, my thing is really slow. But, you know, if you get hit once with a Nerf dart, you're eliminated, and you have to go back to spawn, which is a good gimmick. I wanted to do, like, more. Like, more. Whatever, I don't know what it is. Like, more darts to take down, but people would probably I'm not saying my team is cheaters, but you know, it'd be hard to count and it's easier to cheat. But if you get hit once and you feel it, especially by a rifle ball, you know it.
The method that best reflects you. This should make it easier to carry out the attack. The 3 methods are quick and dirty, sneaking, and mutiny. Great definitions here on a Nerf base, or what it means to take one down. You'd think that maybe the titles of each of these different methods would distinguish them from one another, but I honestly have no idea what to expect just from those titles alone. Now, this article is on the smaller side at around 7,400 views, but it's already polling at around a D in approval. And since a Nerf base could be anything, I'm going to imagine an undisclosed bunker.
Oh yeah, so Nerf base, what I'm thinking is it could be a cardboard fort. It could be anything as small as a little tiny box that a kid could hide in, anywhere to a freaking school. A school could be a Nerf base, you know? So, I'm gonna, you know, let me kind of take a guess here. Is that maybe a Nerf base refers to an area where basically you are housed. Or, like, you and a bunch of Nerf buddies are housed. Like, you kind of get what I'm saying, you know? The thing is, you know, what is it made out of? If it's made out of anything that's stronger than cardboard, good luck. You're not doing anything.
With valuables inside it that you would want to capture.
Exactly, with valuables, guns, ammo, and vests.
What's up, Brett enthusiasts? In this scenario, we have one main focal point, and it is this singular structure. Now, it's very important to take into consideration that instead of just one entry point that would make this highly defensible and very hard to crack, we do have 2 entry points, and that's what we're going to try to exploit in this situation. We also
oh, okay, I'm stupid. I thought it said how to, like, destroy a Nerf base. But it's how to take down, like, how to, like, you know, eliminate everybody else. Okay, so methods of doing it. So first of all, this is basically like this, like you'd be like, duh, when you say this, but if you're gonna want to take down a Nerf base, you gotta have a plan. Don't go in there rogue. Don't just, you know, go in guns blazing. Well, actually, I'll speak on that a little bit here in a second. But there's a few plans. First of all, yeah, there is a few plans. Like, you could go in guns blazing. You could go in there with frickin' Nemesis or Perseus or Prometheus, whatever. Just frickin' storm them and send them to China or something. Send them back to the moon. And then you could just absolutely destroy that. Or you could stealth. Stealth is good. Stealth is good if you have snipers or if you're low on munitions or anything. However, the only con to stealth I can see is that Nerf guns are loud. I'll demonstrate this. Like, let's see. Especially the Atlas. The Atlas is a loud-ass Nerf gun. Ready? Oh, that's loud. Wait till I pump it. That's about, I want to say, no more than 6 inches. And then you have to, like, 6 inches away from the, what's it called? The mic. So, like, however, something so if I were you, if you were doing stealth, I would say Centurion. But here's the thing. With the stealth, no electrics. Don't bring electric flywheel blasters because, well, here I'm going to demonstrate with my Prometheus. You can probably see this. It's a flywheel. Listen. That's loud as hell. You want to bring something like, I could see this, maybe. This, I'll take a dart out. I'm sorry if I'm getting off topic. I'm not, like, billing. But listen to this. Listen to the spring. There's barely spring. It's not a long-range blaster. XLs are pretty short-range, but you kind of get the point. You want or something? My, friend has a retaliator that is quiet and probably hits about 150 FPS. You can definitely try a mod. If they let you mod, then I'd say go with a retaliator or a recon. Okay, going on. Oh yeah, right. Another thing is, you want to first of all, you want to know the layout of a base if you can. If this is going on like multiple days, maybe. Thing is, you want to kind of like send a scout there with a very few amount of weapons. That way, if they get knocked, then they're not in. You want to get them, maybe get a camera and come back if it's your house. And guess what? It's like somebody coming onto your turf. Yeah, you're getting invaded, but you know, like what's it called? You know where your stuff's at. Anyway, what's it called? Anyway, you want to get the layout, entrance points, weak spots, and of course, a thing is that, I can't think I was about to say. A thing is, you want to identify, like, the front area, where guards are. If there are guards, it is good to use something like a retaliator or a springer, definitely, as I keep saying. You want to snipe them. It might be a little bit of a wussy play. It might be a wussy play, but guess what? It's a really good thing to do. Anyway, you want to find entrances. For example, let's see my house, for example. My house has a really weird front entrance. Some weak points is, well, I have a basement, and it runs down. There's only 2 entrances to the basement, right? There's one down where there's this patio on my north side of my house, and then there's one inside the house, which is actually just on the north of my door. So there's 2 entrances, right? If I'm guarding the front door, I could literally sneak down into the patio, up through my basement, and I could just snipe the people on the front door. Okay. So yeah, you kind of get the point. Yeah, so find weak points. You need to find... It is also, of course, a really good idea to storm this base, quote-unquote, base with your friends. Make sure there's a lot of, force. And, let's see.
Possible without having to traverse a no man's land.
Hey, Jacob, what are you doing?
You don't want to hear about how I would do this? I mean, I'm kind of good at, like, this is kind of something I really, good at.
No, that's what WikiHow's going to teach us.
Oh, okay.
So grab your Nerf grenades, because I'm sure they're going to mention those in literally every single step. This is how to take down a base in Nerf, according to WikiHow. Method 1. Quick and dirty.
Yes.
Method 1. Recruit a lot of people because you are going to suffer casualties when going with this method. Oh!
If you're gonna go into a Nerf base and you're gonna raid it dirty style, I do suggest that you send the springers in the front and the electric users in the back, because in the I know it's kind of like kind of rude to do that, but the reason I say is that the springers take time to rev up. The Percies I can see being in the front, because if you have a Percies, they do not take a long time to charge. It's like the quickest revving blaster in Nerf that they've ever made. But, like, if you have somebody with a Apollo, put them up front. But if you have someone with a Nemesis, go in the back. Because if I'm shooting, I'll shoot the person with the Apollo first. Well, guess what? I shot the Apollo, and the person that has the Nemesis is revving up, and I'm getting wrecked. Now, this could also... Now, it's not a bad idea to put them in front, but just know that there is always a good pro and a con to everything you do.
What a great way to start that off. Get close quarters weapons and automatic weapons, such as the Rapid Strike or the Vulcan. Also, get a lot of darts. Hey, check. Actually, the Rapid Strike is not a bad suggestion, especially...
The Rapid Strike is a good suggestion. A Hyperfire would be better, or a Percy's.
Number 2. Attack the base by attacking the guards on the outside, if there are any. After that, chuck a few grenades into the base depending on the size. Be sure to throw at least one grenade on each side of the base. Jeez, this is a pretty graphic photo. Poor eyeless kid. It would be odd if there's no one outside guarding the base, but I don't know, maybe they're inside where it's safe. Also, when they say to throw at least one grenade on each side of the base, do they mean one grenade for every wall? Every corner? Or like every room? Regardless, that's a lot of grenades that have to work properly, and won't. Number 3. Enter with one person covering one side of the base. Fire at any enemies inside. Okay, sure, but why not have multiple people covering all sides? Is there only one entrance and exit? Also, sir, you do need some eye protection for that close quarters nerfing. At least the previous dudes didn't have any eyes, so they're alright. Number 4. If there is more than one room, throw a grenade in each room and repeat step 3. I hope you brought an entire duffel bag of grenades, because you're about
Grenades are not reliable for Nerf. If I were you, take a Sideswipe or even a Percy's, because they are very mobile weapons. You can actually move a Percy's around very, very easily. It's a comfortable blaster. I've actually been practicing. I was kind of like playing or messing around with the Percy's. And I found out that it's actually really easy to, like, hold around corners. You could actually do this with the Percy's and then go into the room. Unless somebody's ducking down, they accidentally come up and wreck you. But yeah, you kind of get the point. Obviously, I'm not going to say a 100% concrete answer because there is different.
You get a grenade. Everybody gets a grenade. I'd like to imagine what it actually looks like is just throwing in handfuls of darts and yelling, "Grenade! Grenade!" Bring out! Grenade! Grenade! Method 2. Sneaking. Wait, that was it for the first method? Are you kidding me? Method 2, sneaking. Number 1, recruit 2 people to join you. Have 2 people that are sneaking into the base. Take a gun the size of a Maverick, and it has to be silent. Have the other person cover you with a sniper.
Pistols are usually the silent
And
ones.
grenades. Whoop, Nerf grenade, check. Now instead of inviting a bunch of random people to come and sacrifice themselves, you're a highly skilled team of 3 who's got each other's backs. It also doesn't say that you have to use a Maverick, just that it should be small and quiet like one. And at
A
least
jolt.
one teammate will be covering you from
A
afar.
jolt. Not as tactical, but it's quiet.
Number 2, try to break a wall on the rear or side of the base quietly and sneak in while crouching. I would have understood it had they said break a window, like some action movie. Which you shouldn't do because glass is sharp and can be dangerous, and also you're breaking someone's window. So don't do that. But no, instead, just break the wall. Casually break that wall. If you're doing it right, you can do it quietly, and then you can sneak in while you're crouching. Are you kidding me? Number 3, have one person putting their gun slightly above the other's back and sneak in, but only going in through one side. Oh, is this some tactical entry through that small section of wall that you just demolished? I think I get what they're going for in terms of tactics, but it looks like this guy is holding someone hostage. Also,
It looks like...
Number 4, take out a guard when the other guards aren't looking. Then throw a distraction away from you. This should distract the guards enough so that you can throw a grenade at them. What do you know? There were guards the whole time. That's why we went through the side of the wall. But you're outside now? Why do you need to go back outside if you're already inside? And why do you have to grenade the guards? This image already shows that he was tagged out. The guards don't need a distraction because they haven't seen you already coming.
You could do like Horizon Zero Dawn, throw rocks. Deadass.
Crouching. Oh, it hurts. Oh. Number 5. Take out the other guards quickly, because they probably have been alerted by the grenade. But be sure that they won't see you. Oh, you don't say. Maybe you shouldn't have thrown a grenade at someone who didn't know you weren't there. But I do have to give A+ effort to this guy who went all out by disguising himself and his blaster as part of a tree. At least, that's what it looks like. He's so scary and well hidden that this guy with no eyes knows it's over. I guess there is a good chance that he won't see him.
I have no money. I don't want to get an Oculus.
Method 3, Mutiny. Number 1, send a few spies from your team to infiltrate the enemy base with lots of grenades and a few distractions, plus a basic pistol with a Nerf sword. Grenade, check. This strange man with a translucent Maverick and sword through his body, do tell me, how are you going to infiltrate the enemy base as a spy? Do you expect to simply walk up to their door and say that you are now on their team? Come in! Deal! Kill the traitor! Number 2, when the enemy guards aren't looking, tell your spies to attack them with their Nerf swords. That guy looks like he's in actual pain. I'd say that you can see it in his eyes, but once again, this guard has no eyes.
LOLO.
He probably has some back problems now, too. You know,
Hey.
as terrible as it is that WikiHow seems to love cheating like this, at least they're conserving ammo. Number 3, take cover! Why? If your spies were good enough, shouldn't all the guards be taken care of? Number 4, throw a grenade at the other enemy guards that may have been alerted. No, not again, come on! Then have your spies take over the base. Like I just mentioned,
Grenades on Nerf are so unreliable.
in the middle of it. Anyone who's trying to do stealthy work, their cover is going to be blown as soon as the shooting starts. Well, that was all 3 methods. And unfortunately, there's no community Q&A at this time. However, there are some tips and warnings, so let's check those out. Tips. Take hostages if possible. Oh, WikiHow, what is your obsession with taking hostages and cheating? Bring backup if something goes wrong. Threaten to destroy the enemy's base if one of your teammates gets captured. Oh, really? And what about your teammate that's currently captured in said base? Release my teammate or I will blow up this base! Deal! Take smoke grenades if possible.
Smoke?
I should have seen that one coming.
Nades?
Grenades. Don't throw all your grenades at once. Make sure other bases don't see you and alert the enemy. Don't attack a base if there are reinforcements to that base. No, don't throw all your grenades at once. You're going to need all 50 of them as you take out each and every guard, and then you take out each and every room in said base that you're trying to capture. But God forbid, those grenades setting off will alert other people in the area to come reinforce the base. Ugh. Oh God, it hurts. Ugh. Jangular, you're still here?
Sounds like you're all done. Want to hear how I do it now?
Yes. You know what? Yes. Please explain. Hopefully without any grenades. Please. How would you lay siege to a base?
Assuming this is a 5 versus 5 situation, something you really got to take into consideration is that when a team is heavily fortified and has that advantage, it can often go to their heads. And when it does, they often make mistakes, and your job is to capitalize on those mistakes.
This is actually something straight out of Squid Game. Even though it's a fictional, like, show, it's actually a good tip. Arrogance is a weakness. People will think, hey, I'm better than everybody else. I'm unstoppable. Well, guess what? No, you're not. You still have weaknesses. And this can get to people and cause them to lose fights. Don't be arrogant. Treat every force as if you were going to be in a worse scenario. However, don't overdo it. Don't overstress anything.
Put yourself in the best situation so that when someone overextends or gets too confident and presents themselves as a target, take that opportunity, gain that advantage, and then use the ensuing confusion to get inside the base and wreak havoc. You can also do things like setting multiple people into one choke point, using that first person as a bait, have them run further in the door, attract all the attention, have someone quickly follow behind, and use them as a cleanup crew for the first person. If that first person can even get a tag, then that's great. They've opened things up for you to then push around the other side and attack from multiple angles. And that's really going to crack this base open for you. And I think you'll be pretty pleased with the results.
Okay, I heard something similar to the quick and dirty method. Just send people straight in through the front and hopefully punch a hole through. You know what? Let's do that. We're going for it.
How'd that work for you?
It could have gone better.
Blame the article?
Blame the article indeed. And on that terrible disappointment, it is time to end. Thank you to everyone who helped make this episode, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the future.
How to be a Nerf sniper. I was interested in this one.
Come on a journey you've never imagined. Welcome to Arabia, Saudi.
I'm trying to figure out how to build a bathroom here.
Globally recognized elite brand. I get asked to do ads all the time, and I always say, no.
It's called Fart Butt. They make puppy pampers. What do you say?
Hello everyone, my name is Brett, and sometimes I wear a beret. Welcome back to another educational video of WikiHow. Today we're talking about the one, the only, how to be a Nerf sniper. All Nerf guns are designed for close combat fighting situations and suppression fire. However, with dedication, one can master...
One could go to a long strike or Centurion.
...when the shooter is able to deliver precise, long-range fire on selected targets, creating casualties among enemy troops, slowing enemy movement, frightening enemy soldiers, lowering morale, and adding confusion to their operations, all the while being hidden from sight. The strategic importance of the
Also,
sniper
the definition of being a bit...
simply by the number of casualties he inflicts upon the enemy, as realization of the sniper's presence instills fear in enemy troop elements and influences their decisions and actions. What an amazing opening. The first WikiHow I ever reviewed, How to Win a Nerf War, is still WikiHow's most popular Nerf article, but this is a pretty close second at 145,000 views, and it's been around for years. I remember seeing this when I was first in high school, when Nerf Sniper was ultimately a joke term, and now it's not. But we have reached a point where toy blasters can be made to shoot reliably far and accurate without being built from the ground up. Will that be discussed here? Well, it does have 82 co-authors at this point, so definitely, absolutely 100% guaranteed. Without further delay, I present to you the one, the only, how to be a Nerf sniper, according to Wikia. Number 1, gather your gear. In terms of shooting equipment, choose from among a Nerf or Busby sniper rifle, a rangefinder, Outback Long Strike CS6, Longshot CS6, Raptor Strike, and a Night Finder. Outback Long Strike? What is this, Australia? What the? I heard that, Brett. I knew this day would come. Bradley Phillips. Why am I not surprised? Ever since you started this series, I've been waiting for the day you talk about the sniper article. What, you've been lying in wait in that position for months, just waiting for this day to come? Yes. Alright, fair. Feel free to continue. Okay, thanks. Good aesthetic sniper rifles are Longshot CS6, Long Strike CS6,
So I'm trying to look for something.
and the Raptor Strike. But a sniper rifle can be as simple as a retaliator and a stock with AccuStrike dart. If you get a Longshot, look into modifying it. Its large plunger system makes it an excellent blaster to modify.
That's a good tip.
Always have a secondary on you. If it has a decent rate of fire...
Exactly, right here. Now, I know it might be a little bit dangerous. I will say, if you follow what I'm about to say, please be careful. And you need to be an actual trained mechanic, which I'm not. If you really want to intrude to the properties of pneumatics, you can create ridiculously powerful Nerf guns. However, they can cause pain, so I would say be careful. Yeah.
Use is also a good idea. A strong arm or hammer shot, Sweet Revenge, would be a good idea. Use a spring-powered Nerf blaster. These are softer and are less likely to give away your position.
Exactly.
Darts or purchase accurate darts.
That's actually a good tip.
Plastic, etc. These darts are accurate and outclass other types of Nerf darts. As long as you have these, you can use the most Nerf blasters as a sniper rifle. When I say AccuStrike, it can mean AccuStrike or AccuFake. So clearly this article has been updated with that last part about AccuStrike darts. But I would agree. The Longshot is an excellent choice, but only if you modify it.
The Longshot has a lot of upgrade potential. Plenty of third-party manufacturers have made drop-in third-party kits that are very easy to install and will bring your Longshot or Axis 2 shell, like this one here, up to sniper class status. Coupled with a more powerful spring, the sealed breech, and the scar barrel will make this shoot laser beams.
Number 2, get a ghillie suit. Optional. I disagree, that is not optional. Ensure that you have any other attachments needed for the rifle. For example, you may need a stock or a bipod for ease of sniping. Have sufficient ammunition. AccuStrike darts are preferable.
Wow, you're really hard to see now.
Stop it! You're ruining my sniper life. Number 3, prepare yourself. Stay in shape. You might need to run from an enemy. You need a good sidearm in case you do not have time.
Exactly. Something like a Kronos or a hammer shot. Maybe even a takedown or a jolt if you are on a budget.
But this article is only about being a sniper. Do you even use a sidearm?
Personally, I never run a sidearm with my Longshot. I rely on the accuracy of this thing at long range to keep people from getting close to me. However, a very powerful secondary to a Longshot would be something like a flywheel blaster.
Number 4, try making a strap. If you own any Guitar Hero or Rock Band guitar, take off the strap. Put on your blaster by attaching it to the strap.
That's actually a good idea. These blasters can be bulky.
Great if you're slinging your primary. Rock on. Shoot. Number 5, bring a backup pistol. Strong arms, hammer shots, Sweet Revenges are all decent secondary blasters.
Sweet Revenges, I don't know.
Like, personally, I don't see a problem with carrying something that's not your primary that doesn't take up too much space. I would also say that I don't mind if someone comes around point blank and happens to shoot me with something that's not their primary, this feels a little bit nicer. Okay, or not. Number 6, load your Nerf blaster and add all necessary accessories. Using the smallest mags possible, like 6-round mags, can be good in small places, but a 10 to 12 dart clip isn't a bad idea, depending on the area. But it sounds like they mean low capacity. And I will never understand why in Nerf people think being a marksman means using low capacity.
I'm gonna take a break now. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna play with my cousin.